The thoughts, views, and opinions are that of my own. I'm not a salesman. I cannot be bought. This is all entertainment.
The cipher. EQ.
Peace. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. This is your host EQ, and welcome to the cipher. Let me see some fire in the chat if y'all can hear me. Y'all know what time it is. Coming straight out of Prince George's County, Maryland. Let's go. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go.
The cipher.
Let's go. We're going to have a good time. We partying. We vibing. What's up? Let's go. What y'all drinking on tonight? Let's go. You know I got to have my fresh water because I'm talking a lot. So you got to make sure you hydrated. Let's go. What I'm gonna be drinking on tonight? Think I'm gonna do Mama Collins. You know that's my favorite. What's up with y'all? Hope y'all open the presents up. Y'all put the kids to bed. What's up? What it do?
The cipher. It's the new cipher.
We gonna get to it. We gonna have a good time, but we gonna vibe it up. That's right. We partying. Let people come in. Let's go. It's Christmas, the end of the fourth quarter. What you gonna do with your life? Let's go. Happy holidays, Merry Xmas, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, Kwanzaa, what it do? What we talking about? We have a good time. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I might go see some adult acrobatics. You know, some strippers. After this, what's up? Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate the love. Enjoy your time. Gotta moisturize your hands, gentlemen, when you out here. Blue Sapphire. I see Nishane Baccarat Lost Cherry. Appreciate the super chats, my man Weedle. Appreciate you. I had another super chat up there. Appreciate you. Volcanus, always supporting, man. Always dropping the love. We're going to be coming to the stage live from PG County, Maryland. Y'all know what it is. We living life.
It's the new cipher.
Having a good time. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate it. Coming to the stage. Y'all know what we do. Coming to the stage. What's up? What it do? I don't normally got as many people as here right now as I normally have. We normally have about 100 in here, but 64, we gonna vibe out. Again, y'all know what it is. My name is EQ, coming straight out of Prince George's County, Maryland, Pretty Girl County. Today's episode is gonna be first date fragrances. This is gonna be a little bit different than your normal top 10. This might go into a little bit of red pill / fragrances. No, I'm not. I don't want to be Kevin Samuels. I'm dressed up because I don't know. I might go see some adult acrobatics after I leave here. After this live, I might give up some ones if you catch my drift. Appreciate the super chat, the $9 super chat. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Hit the like button, please. It goes a long way in helping the channel grow. Today's episode is number 32. We're coming down to the end of the fourth quarter. In these lives, I have 32 lives I've done this year. Not bad, being that I don't drop videos like that, but next year I think I want to try to up lives to about 64. Let's see if I can double that. Maybe give y'all 2 a week. I'm going to give y'all probably New Year's Eve fragrances. I might give you that on Wednesday because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I am busy. So I might give y'all that. But that's to be determined, but I think I might give y'all that. This is episode number 32. Again, first date fragrances. Now, before we go into enjoying this holiday, however you celebrate it, I don't care. There's a few messages I want to give out. And hear me close. The holiday season is a rough time for a lot of people. I know a lot of us have a little bit of extra income. We bought some things, but during this time, depression goes up in people's lives. Depression goes up. And some people didn't make it this year, and their families are celebrating the end of the fourth quarter holiday without their loved ones. So I want to give my thoughts, wishes, and prayers to those who lost somebody this year. My heart is with you. If anybody watching this is suffering from depression or suicide, there's always a number you can call. You can dial 988 on your cell phone. You can call a message, that number. You can call the crisis hotline. You can text 741741 anywhere in the U.S. and get somebody. You can also dial 1-800-273-8255 for the crisis hotline. I mean, I'm dead serious, man. Although we have a good time, we're laughing, having drinks. I'm blessed, highly favored. Everybody isn't feeling the most jovial. Some people are going through some things, and I just want to say I'm with you. My thoughts and prayers are with you. So with that being said, we're going to get on to the show. First date fragrances. Before I even get into that, let's go ahead and give my disclaimer. Disclaimer. Everything here is my opinion. My opinion. I'm giving it on my platform. Everything isn't going to make the list. I'm not going to sit up here for 2-3 hours talking about 100 different fragrances. If your favorite fragrance isn't on the list, so what? Grow up. Get over it. Every list, somebody in somebody's comments, what about this and that? And you don't talk about this enough. And yo, grow up. You don't need the affirmation. I'm just giving out some ideas, thoughts. You can wear a lot of different fragrances for first dates, but I have a certain definition. I'm going to define it, but please grow up, get over it. This is just a guideline. It's not law. And at the end of the day, it's only my opinion. So let's get into it. Some of the things we're going to cover today in this episode is, one, how to date. I think people just date wrong. Most of y'all, and listen, if the shoe fits, wear it. Y'all born as hell. So we're going to try to improve some of that. So how to date. 2, what is the first date fragrance? What is it? How would I define a first date fragrance? Because I don't think every fragrance should be worn on a first date. That's my opinion. Again, don't take offense to it. How to choose a first date fragrance. Kind of what stipulations would you choose to really go into a first date fragrance? And while I'm talking about these events, I will be giving examples and bringing out fragrances to kind of give you a guideline. Again, this is not a normal list where I'm giving my 10 best fragrances for this and that. I'm just giving guidelines now on. Trying to say you need to have this is almost feeding into consumerism, and most of y'all have enough fragrances. You don't need to buy another fragrance. But if you choose to do so, here's some ideas for those getting to the game or just happen to stumble across me. Don't take offense to it. First and foremost, appreciate the super chat, my friend. Appreciate the super chats. Thank you. Now, hold on. Let me see what you asked. Merry Christmas. I have a question for you. Why do you think you own the only concentration I can't smell off my skin is EDP? I don't know, bro. I'm not a chemist. I don't have that issue, and I can't speak for your issue, your nose, your genetics, your skin type, how you moisturize or not, how much water you're consuming. If your skin is dry, oily, I can't speak to that. I'm also not a doctor. If you have smelling issues, maybe if you had COVID, I don't know, see a doctor, talk to your doctor about that. But a lot of y'all also overspray. You're ruining your goddamn nostrils overspraying. It is what it is. You're spraying every day and you're spraying 20 days every day. You're going to ruin it. Like this week or the last couple of weeks why I ain't do a live is because I was sick. Everybody's getting the flu bug. I didn't wear any fragrances while I was sick. I wore a fragrance that generally weak once I got a little bit better. That's generally considered a little weak. It was strong. Why? Because I gave my nose a break. Well, the sickness did as well, but you know, I don't know. I can't answer that for you, and anything that I would say would just be a lie, and I don't feel like lying to you. Okay, so how to date. Let's just start off like this. A first date is not an interview. Too many of y'all are looking at first dates as an interview process, and it's always dinner. That's why y'all bore me. In general, men and women, you just bore me. Most of y'all would just bore me. That's why people get ghosted. Because if that's your idea of what a date is or what a first date is, sitting across from each other, doing interview questions and getting to know somebody, no wonder you're complaining about that person didn't call you again and you wasted your money and your time. You don't have discernment. A first date to me is can I have fun with you? To me, that's a first date. Can I have fun with you? 9 times out of 10, we've exchanged numbers, whether I met you on the internet, or let's see, or I met you out in public at a gas stations, a grocery store, anything, something random. Most of the time you meet the best on some random. When they ain't dressed up, dolled up, y'all meet, or maybe at a bar. But we exchange numbers. Well, through that time, I'm going to talk to you on the phone. I'm old school. I still like to talk on the phone. I'm not really big on text. Text should be short stuff. I'm on my way. Be there in 15 minutes. Hey, can I see you today? What's your schedule like today? Quick, easy. If you have to write a paragraph in a text, I'm probably not going to read it. You probably should have picked up the phone and called me. But I know people are busy. Everybody's different. I'm old school when it comes to that. So a first date is not an interview. You should have talked on the phone. While talking to you on the phone, maybe because I have also a good judge of character or a little bit discernment, I'm going to learn things about you. What are some things you like doing? What are some things in your off time? I'm listening to you talk. I'm being observant. Do you gossip too much? I don't like people gossip too much. That ain't my thing. Don't come to me gossiping. That's what your girlfriends is for. Not for me. I don't do that. But is your mind consumed on a whole bunch of reality TV? Is every conversation about the shade room? Like, I'm going to process your mindset and I might just say, this ain't going to work out for me. We are not aligned. Too many people get caught up in the looks and everything else. Sometimes you need to find compatibility. That is the most important. If you a freak dude, you like to get into freaky wild things, you need to get a woman into freaky wild things. You need to find one who's up to your standard, who's also into that. Because inevitably, you're going to want to go to that, and then you're just going to end up cheating if she's not that. And then you just wasted everybody's time. Find compatibility. You're going to find some of that. Again, people change. Everybody don't show who they are, but some of that is going to be on the telephone. That's why you should talk. Now, once we got to the point where I've talked to you on the phone, I've said, okay, I can we're on the phone for hours and it doesn't seem like hours. It seems like minutes. Next thing you know, you look at your phone, you're like, damn, we've been vibing for 2 hours. You know what? I might be able to vibe with you in real life. Okay, so bet. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, can I have fun with you? That's what my first date is. So my question I have y'all is, do you want to go on a date or do you want to have an experience? Some people just want to go on dates. Again, y'all bore me. I want to go on an experience. I treat my dates like a 3-course meal. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. And we're going to get the fragrances and I'm going to apply all of this into fragrances as we go on. But again, 3-course meal. Do you want to just go on a date or do you want an experience? If you really like somebody and you want to have a good time, I suggest you go on an experience. You don't have to use what I'm about to give, but this is kind of what I like to do. So take it as you see fit. So before we go into that, what is a first date fragrance? This is my definition. A fragrance that draws the person in. I think you should be drawing people in. That's what a first date fragrance should consist of, in my most humble opinion. One that's alluring and intoxicating. What do I mean by that? Alluring, again, draws you in. Intoxicating, makes you want to keep coming back for more. You ever sprayed a fragrance and you just, even if it was weird, if it was different, or whatever it was, you just couldn't stop smelling it, like you just wanted more. You wanted to smell more. That's intoxicating to me. You just can't help yourself. You will do whatever it takes to get closer to that person to smell more of it. That's why loud fragrances are goofy in certain circumstances. I've already talked about this in other videos. Choose your fragrance as weapons. Depending on what you are doing, you need to choose the right weapon for the right situation in the right environment. My last live was learning how to do that. Again, all my lives are like a book. If you literally just watch all of them, it'll give you really a good guideline on how you should navigate this kind of game, in my most humble opinion. What's another thing that makes a first date fragrance? Something that's unique, has wearability, but is also safe. Bleu De Chanel is not a first date fragrance for me because it's not unique enough. Most people in general in the US or in Europe, I don't live in Australia and other places, I can't speak to that, but they have your normal Macy's, kind of Dillard's, whatever you have. Some of those don't always have niche fragrances. They have designer fragrances. So a lot of people smell designer affordability style of fragrances. That don't make them bad, but those are easily accessible, which means their boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever you're into, has probably smelled that before. And if they might, there's a great possibility Bleu De Chanel and X or somebody in their dating line has already had that. Personally, me personally, I want to be unique. I want to be remembered. I want you to forever think about me and I want to imprint on your mind. Yes. On some Twilight, I want to imprint. So I want to wear something that's unique. Plus, if you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend who you just can't stand the thought of them, and I happen to wear that fragrance, like Bleu De Chanel, I'm just going to use that. I own it. I love the fragrance. One of my favorite blue fragrances, a legendary fragrance. But if you wear that 9 times out of 10, what if they hated their boyfriend and you wear that? You conjure up memories. Fragrance is a journey. It's a journey. You can access so many thoughts based on fragrances. This is why people say you shouldn't wear a fragrance to a funeral. Not unless you want to be reminded of that every time you wear it. Think about if you was wearing a fragrance or your significant other was wearing a fragrance and you had a good time. Close your eyes right now and just think about that good time. You can probably smell that person. You can access memory by smell. Therefore, I don't want to smell like your ex. Yes, if me and your ex wear the same thing, I'm better than him. I'm him. I'm Hemi Murphy. I'm Hemi Buckets. I'm him Carey. I'm him. Yes, I don't care what he has. We can wear the same fragrance. I'm still better than him. That's how I think. But the reality is, I don't want to remind you not even one iota of this dude. You with me. I don't want you thinking about that other person. So I want to wear something unique, wearable. It don't have to be too complex, but yet safe. I think that's important. I think that's important on the first date. Remember, first date is like first impressions. It's a first impression. You only get one shot. You can ruin this. So, in not a fragrance that's not overbearing. Listen, one of my favorite fragrances, as y'all know, is Blue Sapphire. It's one of my favorite fragrances. That fragrance is overbearing. If I put it on in the morning, I don't care how many showers I take, I'm still going to smell it in the afternoon and in the evening. That is just too, I love that fragrance. It's too much. I have to be committed every time I wear it. I like to wear multiple fragrances throughout the day. Why? I got a few hundred fragrances behind me. If I'm wearing one fragrance a day that's beast mode, how am I going to get through this? I'm already deal with the issue of I should sell 75% of my collection. I almost hate doing content because when I leave this earth, I don't know when, I kind of don't want to have any fragrances left. I don't want my family going through 900, 600 fragrances trying to figure out what to do with them and who they going to give them to. I want to be done. But the odds is it's probably not going to happen, but it keeps me up at night thinking about stuff like that. So I don't want a fragrance overbearing. I want to wear multiple fragrances or respray throughout the day. And I don't want a fragrance, and this is another reason why I don't want a fragrance overbearing, is I don't want a fragrance competing with my personality. Hell, I'm hella funny. I don't want you to be so distracted that my fragrance is burning your nostrils that you can't even think about nothing else but damn, this dude showered in a fragrance. I wish he toned it down. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I was on a friend of mine Facebook post the other day. She put up a post. She said, how do I tell a guy that he sprayed way too much fragrance? Some of y'all think y'all just be smelling good with 20 sprays and y'all getting, some women just don't know how to tell you because some guys aren't emotional intelligent. They don't know how to accept reality. Some people just won't tell you. They'll just rather ghost you and then you think they wasted your time. No, you had 57 sprays of Blue Sapphire. You were doing too much. You turned them off. They ain't gonna tell you that though, because they'll keep going. Just like some people, women won't tell you, bro, your sex is whack. I didn't come. When you left, I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to, get it off. And you didn't help at all. So you gotta think about that kind of stuff. You don't want to be overbearing, and I don't want it competing with my personality. I want my personality to shine. But understand, women aren't telling you, contrary to popular belief. So the date, I said in the beginning, do you want to have an experience or do you want to just go on a date? If you just want to go on a date and you just pick a place you want to go out to eat and just take her out to eat, it seems like everybody want to have a big back and all they can think about is eating when it comes to date. Again, y'all boring as hell. Switch it up, change it up. I don't know. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. Or I'm going to give you some advice to how to do that. So I look at it as a 3-course meal. The first course meal is something simple. So I've talked to her on the phone, and we're going to get into fragrances here right now. I talked to her on the phone. Now, my personality, I like going to the gym. The gym is my mental sanctuary. If I skip the gym for weeks or months, my mental is going to be off. It's highly important for me. And it's also highly important for me that a woman who I'm dating also likes being in the gym. It's important to me. For me, it is. If a woman just don't go to the gym, she like, I'd rather not do that. it's never going to work. Outside of having some adult sexual fun with you, I'm done with you. That's it. That's about the best we can do. Other than that, I'm not into it. You'll never keep my attention for the long term. So the gym works for me. Coffee date might work for you. Why is the gym or coffee date a good first part of a 3-course meal, in my opinion? Well, because there's no faking, right? You go to the gym, right? Or coffee date. She shouldn't come up face beat to the gods. She shouldn't show up like that. If you show up to the gym and your face beat, I'm not taking you serious. I can't take you serious. It ain't gonna probably work for me and you, and I'm gonna learn that real quick. A coffee date, she's probably coming there casual. She ain't getting geared up and dressed up to have Starbucks with you. She's just not. So but I like the gym. Another reason I like the gym, you can assess, one, I think the gym is fun. That's me. You can assess a person's drive, competitiveness. Listen, find your woman who also like to be a little competitive. Something about that is sexy, but not like too much. It's a balance. Learn to play with it where y'all can push each other. She can push you. This is important just in growing with anybody. If you want a wife, somebody who can just push you to be a better man, you can elevate her into be a more feminine woman or whatever she's into or whatever y'all into, men on men, women, whatever y'all sexually orientation is. I don't judge. But I'm going to speak from my, small term, and this isn't to exclude anybody else's preferences. So don't take offense to it. But I can help her be more feminine, relax in her femininity, right? Because I make her feel safe. She can push me to be a better man, more in touch with my sensitivity. It works. We can help each other. We balance each other, yin and yang. A mate should do that for you, regardless of what you're into. A mate should balance you. You should be compatible. So you can find that. Is she a quitter? You're gonna learn, is she a quitter? Do she just quit? You go in there and you be like, come on, let's do 3, and she do like 2 curls and she be like, I'm done. You might be like, yo, this is whack. She don't got no drive, no ambition. She just kind of like, and your back's already big. Oh, bro, this ain't gonna work for me. This ain't gonna work for me. So you can assess a lot of things in that environment, to me. So this works. So let's get to the fragrances. What fragrances would I choose for that environment? I've already defined what a first date fragrance is. This is going to last throughout the 3-course meal of dating. That's the theme, the 3-course meal. So what fragrances would I wear and how many sprays and how would I spray it? So this is in no order. Just this the style of fragrances I would choose for. I'm going to pick about 5 in this first date part. One of my favorites, you can never go wrong, is Imagination by Louis Vuitton. Imagination, I've put a dent in that. I got this year. Dense. Now, the reason I like this is fresh, it's musky, has a lot of cleanness to it, it's intoxicating. When you spray this, especially when you smell it in the air, you cannot stop smelling it. This fragrance, it has a little bit of tea in there as well. It's such a almost pedestrian composition. I mean, it is a designer company, Louis Vuitton, but it's so pedestrian. Something as simple as like Bleu De Chanel, but it's something about it that is so intriguing that you have to keep coming back for more. You cannot stop smelling this. And in the air, wear this to the gym and the air just works. So when you meet her or she meets you at the gym, you should probably get there before her, right? Because, being on time, right? You can also see. And you're waiting for her. And I'm going to always, again, I'm tall. I'm 6'3". I always spray in the center of the chest. Plus, in the center of the chest, that's pretty much how most women are going to fall, somewhere near the center of the chest. When they give me a hug or we hug each other, you should probably give each other a hug, even if it's a little fake church hug, kind of side hug. But the center of the chest, because she's going to smell that waft, and I can also get wafts throughout the day. I like the center of the chest personally, depending on how strong the fragrance is though. But I go there. I'm going to go on my shoulders. So I'm going to probably go 3 sprays of Imagination in the gym. 3. I'm going to go shoulders. That's because as I pass her, when I get off the equipment, she get on. I'm passing her, she passing me. We're beside each other on the treadmill, like she's getting wafts. I'm creating a sillage circle. So I'm going to go 3 sprays with Imagination. This is intoxicating and alluring, and it's not too much. It's not overbearing. It is like a midnight whisper. It's just going to speak to you in your ear. Foreplay to your nostrils. That's number 1. No order though. The next fragrance I would probably also go with in the gym, I would go with a fragrance like Bois Imperial. Another fragrance. This just works. I might go 2 on this. I might go 2. I might do the center of the chest, the back of the neck. This lingers. This is a little bit stronger. Well, it's about as strong as Louis Vuitton. I might do the same sprays, but it kind of all depends. But I'm always go center of the chest. I might go to the back of the neck. So I'm creating this hug effect and this sillage in the back of my neck as I walk around. Why do I not want to be loud? I don't think I addressed this. I don't know if I talked about this. So I want to go back. The reason I want to be loud, because think about it. First impressions. I don't need her to smell me the entire time. You know why? This is the theme throughout the whole entire dating fragrance, date night fragrance. Because after I give her that first hug in the first 10 minutes or whatever, and she smells me, it doesn't matter. She can smell me the rest of the time. I'm now imprinted in her mind. Damn, he smelled good. Damn, that was good. I need to find a way to get closer to him. Hey, can you help me lift this? I want to. They gonna want to keep smelling it. I need you to keep coming back. If I can smell you from an arm's length and just kind of you're loud, I don't ever need to get close to you. I'm getting my thrill. I'm getting my satisfaction from smelling you from a distance. So why do I ever need to be close to you? So you take away that intimacy, right? Some people's love language is touch. I don't know if that's yours, but you take away that intimacy, right? So that's why I don't need, if I just put 1 spray and I hug you in the center of the chest, I'm good. The whole time you're going to want to be like, damn, I want to smell them again. I just got to find a way to get another hug. Touch is good, especially when you're in the gym and your body's a little shoulders broad. Like, it's a good thing. Trust me. But Bois Imperial is another great one. What else we got here? Another one I like to wear to the gym. I think this is a great fragrance. And this is winter first date. In the summer first date, spring first date, I would probably do it a little bit different, even in the autumn. But when it comes to the gym, these kind of will all stack up, right? Must Therapy from Initio. This is clean, floral, fruits in the gym. Now, this is a little bit louder. This, I might even just go 2 on the shoulders. It's strong. It's strong, contrary to pop belief, especially you in the gym, your body temperature getting up, and depending on it's wintertime, if you're wearing a hoodie because you want to sweat a little bit, shoulders. But if you take your sweatshirt off and you in a t-shirt, try the crevices, the crooks of your arms. Try that. Because as you move your arms, as you doing bench, press, arms, you're just creating a wind as you're pushing and pulling. You're creating that wind. And your body temperature is also rising. You might only need 2 sprays of this. Again, I don't need her to smell me the entire time. I'm going to give her a hug when I see her. She already knows what I smell like. That is a win. That's a win the whole time. I don't need her. She going to be like, damn, what was you wearing? I just kept, when y'all leave or whatever happened, she going to say, I just kept thinking about that smell. You smelled so good. You don't have to smell good a whole goddamn time. Stop with the 20 sprays and nonsense. It's goofy. Stop it. Now, again, if it's a culture thing, some cultures, that's what they do. I know a lot of Middle Eastern cultures, that's what they do. I'm not trying to disrespect your culture, but I live in the U.S. on the Eastern culture, and I live on the eastern side of the seaboard. somebody will scream, God damn, you shower in that? Well, we'll say that. Bro, you showering? Who took a shower in the fragrance? We'll say it. So, again, this is the thing. Another fragrance, I'm gonna talk about two more for the gym, is one that I've been loving. It's kind of been my gym scent that I've just been rocking a lot of since I got it, and that's Ovation for Men's Sport. This is just an easy grab and go. Nothing complex, right? It's wearable, smells good, but it has a little bit of difference. Now, this keeps the DNA of Ovation, which is woody, slightly aquatic and ambery, but it adds almost this Millésime Imperial kind of opening, kind of like salty watermelon fruits kind of thing. You kind of get this Millésime Imperial with the original Ovation for Men, which is also already aquatic and woody and musky, and you just add it. This is just simple to wear. It's clean, but it's just gonna work. This has been my go-to gym scent. It just works. And you don't smell like Bleu De Chanel or Allure Home. Nothing wrong with those fragrances, but I don't want to smell like her ex. I don't want to even remind her of anything about her ex. I'm creating my own lane. I'm imprinting my own sauce. And last but not least, one that I like to wear to the gym that's different is MFK Aqua Celestial Forte. Oh my God. Now, you might only need one spray of this. This gets busy. Keep in mind, you only be in the gym for about an hour and a half, maybe, if you do cardio, and then 30 minutes of cardio, 45 minutes of lifting, 30 minutes of lifting, about an hour to an hour and a half, give or take. And if you really want to be nice, you get a stretch session, because you should stretch after you work out. A stretch session, if you can, might be a good thing. If y'all vibing throughout the gym, y'all should be talking throughout the workout. Y'all should be talking, pushing each other. It just works. This is a good one. Sprite. There's a fizziness to it. I've had the clone of this. The clone doesn't hit like this. It's missing that effervescent, sparkly carbonation, lemon and lime like Sprite. It's missing it. And it's musky. It carries, it lingers. This is powerful. And I get hours and hours of wear with this. But in the gym, it just works. It works. So those are my gym scents. So you're at the gym on your first course meal of the date, and y'all are pushing each other. It went well, right? It's y'all laughing. She like, man, you pushing. Keep in mind, while you doing back, if y'all working on back muscle, she looking at your back. She like, damn, this motherfucker back strong. Look at that man's arms. Look at the veins. Yeah, veins. Pause. Like, she peeping game and you peeping game. Like, oh man, look at that lower back. Look how she arched that thing. Bro, we adults. It's okay. You should, be into the person that you're attempting to date, male, female, whatever you're into. So let's just say that went good. So let's say it didn't go good. If it didn't go good because she was just quitting or not into it, or whatever you into, then you just say, oh man, that was a good session, man. I had a great time. I'll call you. And then you just be like, oh, this ain't gonna work out. You didn't spend no money. It cost you nothing. You got to see some of that person's personality, their drive, their motivation, if you're into the gym or if you're just into coffee. If you're into coffee, it can be the same kind of fragrances. You're sitting down, you're chilling. Maybe y'all talking a little bit more, y'all vibing. And let's just say, I like the gym personally, though. I think people should go to the gym and do some kind of gym. So I'm going to speak on my kind of experience. So let's just say that went good, right? The gym was great. You say, listen, man, that was a great workout, man. I really enjoyed our time. Listen, it's a Panera down the street. I'd love to take you to go get a bite to eat because I'm starving. You hungry? I know you hungry. Women like to eat. They ain't going to never turn down no food. So you go to Panera. It's a healthy choice. It's not that expensive. It costs a little bit of money. You might spend about $20. Bro, if you broke, And be honest, if you broke, first of all, if you broke, stop watching fragrance videos all day. You shouldn't be buying more bottles. Get your money up. Get your money right. And I ain't saying you got to be rich, but goddamn, y'all complain about $20 dates, $30 dates. You broke, yo, you shouldn't be dating. Get your money right. Just get your money up. You ain't got to be rich, but get your goddamn money up. Stop complaining about $20, $30. You blow that on the goddamn clone. You don't need another clone from Amazon. Stop complaining about little money. Anywho, so you say, man, let's go to Panera, get a bite to eat. You know, it's right up the street or around the corner, or Smoothie King, something healthy, right? Because you just had a good workout. You're not going to take her to Pizza Hut or something, you know? It's crazy. So you go there, y'all sit down, y'all have Panera, and y'all talking. Y'all flirting with each other. She like, you smelling good. You like, oh man, you know, I appreciate you. You was looking good though. Y'all seen you getting your little workout on your back. Yeah. Seen your little muscles. Y'all flirting with each other. It's a good vibe. And then y'all eat. And after that, you say to yourself, you look at her and you say, listen, man, I've enjoyed the gym. I enjoyed this conversation. Panera, man, that thing was slapping. Because, of course, you probably did a fasted workout. That's not eating before you worked out, for those who don't know. So you say, listen, man, to be honest, the night is young. I enjoy your company. And I was going to do stuff today anyway. I would enjoy you just to join me. You know, hopefully your schedule is clear. Why don't we get up and why don't we go, and this is the second course. Why don't we, you already pre-planned this, right? If it didn't work out, then you can cancel your reservation. You say, hey, man, I'd love to take you to Topgolf. I was planning on doing that anyway because you worked out in the morning. Your workout should be between 7 and 8, 8 and 9. You should be finished by 10. Hopefully, still morning time. You should be finished your workout by 10. So between 7 and 10, it's an hour workout. You should be done by 10. You say, man, why don't you just go home and, you know, I see you at Topgolf. Let's say bowling. Bowling's a good thing. You can go to bad axe throwing. You can go go-karting. You can go putt-putt. You can go pool. Why these things? 2, I'm still dealing with your competitive nature. I love a competitive woman. I love a woman who would drive and competitive. I like to compete on everything. Don't get a game of spades out. Oh, I'm talking big smack. What the fuck you talking about? I'm slamming cards and everything. So I want to access that. I want to have some fun. I want to be competitive, but yet still be playful and flirty. I think the fragrances should match that energy. So let's just say you do Topgolf. Now, Topgolf do kind of cost. That's a little bit of blend, right? So let's just say you go bowling. You know, you go bowling a little bit, whatever. Just kind of feel her vibe. I like bad axe throwing because that's competitive and most people don't know how to throw axes. I mean, I'm kind of good at it, but everybody, so it's just kind of fun. She throwing it and dinging it off the wood. It's paw, you know, it's hitting the ground. Then you got to help her, right? It gives you an opportunity to get close to her and kind of show her the technique, and y'all throwing axes. Like, that's some really like cool shit to do if you never done it, right? Another good reason this second course meal is good because she's going to dress up a little bit, but you're going to let her know you're going to bad axe throwing, so she's going to dress down. Maybe put some tennis shoes on, some jeans. You're going to see her in a different environment from the daytime. She might put a little bit of makeup. She ain't going to get too dolled up, or she might. You know, you go to bad axe throwing, y'all going to throw, she going to have a good time. She going to be casual. You're going to get to see her in that environment. It's a fun, competitive environment. Now, we're going to talk about, now you took a shower. You went home, took a shower. You already set up the date. You already reserved whatever. You got to reserve some of these things like bad axe throwing, Topgolf. You might have to check bowling because they might have a league in there playing, especially if it's on a Saturday, right? So you want to check that. Putt-putt. Putt-putt's kind of, they do have some indoor putt-putts, but I don't know where you live at. They got some in the city area where you can play like indoor kind of golf thing, but just kind of check out your area on some fun things based on the conversation you had with her in the beginning. So for those fragrances, this is why I don't want to wear a fragrance like Blue Sapphire, because I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna put on another fragrance. So what we gonna take? Let's say we going to Topgolf. Let's just Topgolf expensive. You run a little bit, but that's okay. You're gonna have some wings and some drinks. It's cool, yo. Don't date if you broke. So what fragrances am I gonna wear to that? Again, what did I say? Unique, wearable, and safe. Think about that. Unique, wearable, safe, alluring, and intoxicating, and not overbearing. These are these are the laws of what a date fragrance should be. So I'm gonna go with one that I know 9 times out of 10, she probably hasn't smelled on her ex. Kajal Lamar. One of the best pineapple fragrances on the market. And yes, this is a winter list. Yes, I would still rock this. Fruity. I believe it's some cashmere in here, so it adds a little bit of muskiness to it. It's some woods, a little bit of rose, like pineapple and rose. Bro, it's gonna run you about, so Top Golf. And the reason why I don't want to put Top Golf in number 2. I saw somebody put Top Golf about 150 to 200. Yeah, Top Golf might be a little bit much for the second course meal because you're gonna have a 3-course meal. And I don't want you spending like $500 for the day because some of y'all gonna complain. So maybe just go bowling. Bowling ain't that much. So you go bowling. She might like bowling. Most people like bowling even if they ain't good. Right? So you go bowling. So Kajal Lamar, again, she gonna meet you there. Hopefully you get there before you do. And you're gonna give her a hug when you see her. You can be wearing this. What are we talking about here? Bro, Lamar slaps. Fruity, woody, it absolutely works. I might put on one of my favorite fragrance on the planet. Y'all know what it is? Boadicea Faith. What is this? A little bit of aqua sapphire or magnamar with a little bit of Ganymede. This just works. Honestly, I could have just wore this at the gym, date at the night, at the 3rd course meal and a 2nd course meal, but I kind of like changing it up. When you're talking about a first date, because I'm showing my personality, I'm showing my style, and I'm showing my different layers of swag smelling different at each given time. I'm introducing her to a new man each 3 times. Yeah, how about that? So I might wear Faith. Again, I've talked about this fragrance enough. Y'all should know my thoughts on that fragrance. Another great fragrance that you can go with, another Louis Vuitton, L'Immensité. You can't go wrong with this grapefruit. Oh, man. A little bit more masculine than Bulgari Tiger, a little bit more woody. It's a good one. It works. Her ex might not smell like this. Probably not. I don't care if people say, well, it's kind of like Bleu De Chanel, kind of like, a Corvette C8 is kind of like a Ferrari. Tell a Ferrari pull up and it's not like a Ferrari. I don't care what kinda. Is it? No, it is not. Don't say it is. But L'Immensité, great fragrance to use on that. So let's say we're going bowling. If you're going Top Golf because it's kind of outside, I might put a little bit more sprays on this. But we going X Top Golf because we're gonna go to a 3rd course meal. So that might be a little expensive for a lot of people. Me, I would probably do it because I like to have fun and do stuff. I'm cool with it. I'm not complaining. I don't date if I'm broken. I'm counting coin. I'll stay at home and say hi to Mr. Jergens or something. I don't know. Anyway, another good fragrance is Imperium. Imperium. To me, this is almost like a little bit of Hacivat and Ani mixed together. That was one of my favorite. I think I was the first person to really come up with that kind of mixed blend. I didn't see nobody else on IG or anybody else talking about that. The clone companies didn't even have that blend out until I started talking about that on videos. Then people started talking about it and then do it in Alexandria, I think, did it or whatever. But it was no hybrids. I was the first one coming up with that. But this is like a great combination, very vanillic, citrus. It works. With something like this, I might go like 4 or 5 sprays on this. This is loud, but it's not loud. It's kind of very sensual, and it'll bring them in. It's vanilla. Vanilla is very comforting. So you're dealing with notes that are very comforting, that draws people in. It's warm. It's inviting. You want that. Remember, intoxicating, alluring. So that's another one. Another fragrance that I just think, to me, this just slaps. I don't care how much it costs. It just hits. Vetiver Sensual from Mancera. All year round. It's clean. Vetiver, citrus is masculine. So first date fragrance, a lot of y'all are going to probably wonder, why I'm not talking about fragrances like Italica or Lyra or even fragrances like Gourmand Conquin. You won't see these fragrances on any of this. I'm not wearing no Gourmand on a first date. You know why? Some women don't like men smelling like cookies and cupcakes. Bro, that's the kind of stuff you wear when you got her, y'all on a date, she like it, and you wear it because she thinks it's delicious, because you know her, you probably already been intimate, so there's a scent memory. I like to wear that when I'm intimate, right? So it's a scent memory when I'm been intimate with you when I wear Italica. So now if we're out on a date and I'm wearing Italica, you thinking about back shots. You know what time it is when we go home. Drink them lemon drops. It's on tonight. What are we talking about? Strokes. Let's get to it. Whole night. You like, the back shots. Yes, the back shots. They're coming. Literally. Anyway, adult time. Y'all know what time it is. Night. Y'all should already put the kids to bed. Turn the radio down. Anyway, I'm not doing gourmands on none of these first dates. I'm not. I don't know who she is. I'm gonna play it safe. Some women don't like men in gourmands. They might think she might be like, I like my men to smell like, dirt and vetiver. I don't know, but I'm gonna play the safe in the middle so I can kind of appease whether she like her man to smell super masculine or what. I kind of play the middle. Now, Lamar could be almost considered a little gourmand. That is teetering. That is teetering. I'm not gonna lie. But based on the gym, I might get a vibe for if Lamar should be chosen based on. But Lamar might be a stretch. I don't know. Thinking about it, I might not put that in. Imperium, I will, because there's still a warmth, but yet some woodiness to it that I actually like, also with the nice florals. Another one I always talk about, Ormond Jane Montabac Intensivo. Y'all know how I feel about this fragrance. I talk about it all day. It's fresh tobacco. It's very lively. It's warm. It's bright. Has some citruses. I believe orange or mandarins in there. Listen, Ormond James should cut me a check, but they're not. They should. I think every man should have this fragrance in their wardrobe. Yes, every man should have Montabac Intensivo in their wardrobe. Now, some would say Verano. I think this is way more complex. I like it more than Verano, honestly. But if you have Verano, you don't necessarily need this, but I like this 10 times better. Yes, 10 times better. But I like that. Fresh tobacco, again, I think every man should have that. Yes, Burlington 1819 would also be a good one. Again, I can't talk about every fragrance because then the video would be like 3 hours and we're almost coming into 1 hour. So I want to speed this up and wrap it up. But hopefully y'all having a good time. Hopefully y'all hitting that like button. I see 142 people in here. At one point it's 165. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. So again, at that second date, this is part of the 3-course meal. We're competitive. We're axe throwing. I want to do something where I can get close to you, right? Putt, you can get close to her. Bad axe throwing, close to her. Bowling, close. Top golf is just fun. If you have a couple of drinks, that's just absolutely fun. But that's a little pricey, so we're gonna take the top golf off a second course because your third course is gonna be your most expensive course. So where to spray, and so with most of those fragrances, depending on where we're going, I might go 4 or 5 spray. That's my normal spray routine. The gym, I don't really want to be that loud. I want her to just get wafts. I don't with the second course meal, I want to be smelt a little bit more without being overbearing. Again, alluring, intoxicating, unique, wearable, and safe, not overbearing. That is the rules for a date fragrance in my most humble opinion. So let's say y'all having a great time doing this. You really, first of all, she fine. She arouses you mentally and physically. You like, bro, man, I like her. I like her a lot. And I'm getting a good vibe from her that she's not like, she's enjoying the experience. And I'm sure that most men aren't taking women on a 3-course dating meal for the day. I'm telling you, it's not happening. Most people just say, meet me at night. Let's go for some drinks, something to eat. And that is it. No, I'm going to occupy your whole day. You know why? Because the next day you're going to be thinking about me. And you're going to think about how good I was smelling each and every time you gave me a hug. I smelled different and I smelled delicious. That's why I'm doing that. So after that second date, you be like, listen, man, I fucks with you, shawty. I really do. I like you a lot. And the night is young. I don't want this to end. You know, I ain't trying to be pressed or nothing, but listen, I'll be outside anyway. I just want your company. You know, I know you're a busy woman, you know, let your hair down. But look, how about this, man? For my gratitude for you taking the time out to spend some time with me, I mean, yeah, guys, you're going to gas her up a little bit. Let her feel like a princess. Gas her. It's okay. But just do subtle gases. Listen, man, I enjoyed the time. You made me really feel good with you being here with me. I feel good. I want to spend some more time with you. And I want to show my appreciation. So how about this? I got something special for us tonight. I want you to get dressed up. We're going to get dressed up casual. We're going to get dressed up, not formal, but we're going to go somewhere where we got dressed up. I'm going to take you to a nice restaurant. By then, between the gym and this second date, she might, if she don't, it's cool. But she might now allow you to pick her up. Now, make sure your car is washed and the inside of the car is clean. Take the gum wrapper and the Skittles or whatever your kids or whatever left in the car. Clean it, vacuum that up. Put some smell goods in the car, air freshener. Go to Bath and Body Works. I like their room sprays. They'll last. I like those. I like those better than car fresheners. 2-3 sprays of that, depending on how big your car is, hours is going to be smelling good. Put it in the headliner. Hours. You're good. So you're going to do that. And you're going to say, listen, man, if you don't mind, you know, while we were sitting here, I set up a little reservation for us to go out to eat. I want to take you somewhere nice. Dress up for me. Why? Women like to dress up. They like to feel like a princess. They want to put their lashes on, their makeup, lipstick. So on the first date, she was down, dressed down. Face wasn't beat to the gods. The second date, she out in public now. She did her hair a little bit, but, you know, she wore something casual. Oh, no, this date, I want her, she going to get jazzy for this one. She going to get dressed up. She going to do her hair. You going to give her some hours. She going to get her hair done. She going to put the makeup on. Her nails should already be done. The first date should be good. She going to get dressed up. She going to be looking good. So you need to look good. Put on some casual. You know, look, you know, it's wintertime. A nice overcoat, turtleneck, Scully, you know, something nice. Some Chelsea boots, some jeans or some slacks. You know, business casual. Like, you know, wear something nice depending on where you're going. Now, this is where you take her to a prime rib steakhouse or a seafood joint. This is going to cost you. This might be about $200. But I don't want to hear you complaining about that when I see y'all fragrance hauls. Y'all want huge fragrance hauls to drop panties and ain't dropping panties. Take some of that money and take a woman on a date to get some panties. God damn. Prioritize. Shit fucked up. But seriously though, invest. So you go, I mean, listen, I like to eat good. Me personally, I'm not taking her to a steakhouse to impress her. I'm going to go there anyway. I just want a company. I'm going to eat good. I'm not eating cheap anyway. I want to eat. If I'm going out, if I'm going somewhere like a steakhouse or seafood, I want to eat good. There's some places I don't got to dress up for that, but I'm okay with eating good. Just join me. Let's get some steak. Now, know your budget. All steakhouses aren't created equal. So look at the menu. Look at the most expensive thing. And then look at what you normally would get. Price out that you're going to get a glass of wine, maybe 2 glasses of wine. She might have about 2 glasses of wine. Figure out what you're going to do with drinks. Maybe, you know, your Henny going to be about $15 a Henny. So you might want to pregame a little bit before you walk in. I don't know. Figure it out. But price it out. Every place ain't created equal. If cheesecake is your budget, then cheesecake is your budget. Me, I'm probably not going there, but that's okay. Don't make me better than you. But then that's when you're going to go and you're going to get dressed up. Now, this the fragrance that you really, really going to make a statement with. These fragrances. Again, what are first date fragrances? Again, people, fragrances that draw people in, one that's alluring and intoxicating, unique, wearable, safe, and not overbearing. That defines a first date fragrance. This is when you get jacked. This is when you're looking good. You about to bring the heat. Number one. Can we say this without saying this? Bro, tuxedo. YSL tuxedo. Rose, patchouli, pink pepper, some musk. It's slightly boozy, bourbon vanilla, but bourbon vanilla doesn't make it boozy, but it has a boozy element to this fragrance, a boozy nuance. Tuxedo. You can't go wrong. Her ex probably isn't wearing tuxedo. I know. Y'all think the fragrance community is bigger than what it is. It ain't that big, and everybody still like buying Amazon fragrances. You will be okay. Get tuxedo. No shade, but I'm just saying. This is a fragrance I would wear. I hate to bring this fragrance up because y'all can get it, but Armani Privé Pure Majesty. Bro, by far one of the best in my opinion, leather fragrance on the market. You got some moss, rose, leather, dry fruits. I believe osmanthus is in here. Pure Majesty, bro, what are we talking about here? Alluring, intoxicating, not overbearing. This is what are we talking about? If you're going to do a date night fragrance on a third course meal when you're dressed up, you got to go to the house of Kilian. I could have chose a lot of fragrances, but why not choose their latest one? We got Smoking Hot. This is apple shisha. That's it. A little bit of sexy, alluring smoke, not has a little bit of woody masculinity without being a full-blown gourmand. Smoking Hot is not loud. You don't want it to be. You gave her a hug. She smelt you. I wanted to get close. When I'm sitting at the table at dinner, we might start off across from each other. I prefer her in her own comfortability to get up and say, nah, I want to sit beside you. When she do that, you won. The night is yours. The night is young. I'm not saying you're getting some ass, but I'm saying you did good, young Jedi, young Padawan. You did good. If she does that, you did good. Trust me. But again, how many sprays with something like this? Because I don't think tuxedo, I'm probably going 4 sprays. 4 sprays, I'm going shoulders, center of the chest always, and back of the neck. The same with Pure Majesty. With this, this ain't as loud. I know I'm going to go wrist. I talk with my hands. I'm going to go wrist. I'm going to go shoulders. So that's 4. And I'm going to go center of the chest. So that's 5. I'm probably going 5 with this. Another fragrance that I'm telling you, she not going to smell. You're not going to smell like her ex. Unless her ex is like a fragrance reviewer or somebody in FragCon to watch videos all day. Savoir Faire Soul Cafe. What are we talking about? Blood orange, some firewood, some smokiness. It's ambery. This is sex. And I already told y'all, this is parking lot back shots. This is car sex. Bro, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Amazing. You're not going to smell like her ex. With this, I'm probably going, I might go for shoulders, center of the chest always, and maybe back of the neck. I might go 4 with that. One of the greatest, in my opinion, date night fragrances you can wear in general, first date or second. Now, this, I would almost not want to wear this on a first date, but it's so unique, alluring, intoxicating that I would have to do it. And that's Rosendo Matu number 5. Bro, then this lingers. I'm only doing 2. This fragrance, if I spray this in this room and I come back after I go out tonight and I come back and, whatever wee hours in the morning, whatever time I come back, it's still gonna smell like this down here. Still gonna smell like this in this room. This lingers. Lingers. This the kind of fragrance, when you give her this kind of fragrance, if you go to her house and you lay on the pillows and it was on your neck, you're gonna leave the scent on the pillow. If you give her a hug, it might be on her. This lingers. But this is so sexy. Floral, musk, amber. When it comes to romance, seduction, this might be the coup de grace. This might be the one. I'm telling you, man. Bro, if you don't have number 5, it is the quintessential date night fragrance. I don't care if you going on an anniversary date, you going on I'm getting some cheeks and I know I am date. You're going on a first date. I do not care. It is the quintessential first date fragrance. It is a must-have. And I'm talking, it is unisex. Men or women, right down the middle. The scent trail is crazy. That's why I said I might only do 2 sprays. With that, I might just go shoulders, because if she even give me a hug on my chest, she's still going to smell a wasp. So I might just go both shoulders. And it's a first date. Keep in mind, first date, I'm not trying to impress everybody in the room. My focus is on my date. I don't care if nobody else smell me. I want my date to smell me. That's all that matters. I might only go 2 sprays. But with 2 sprays, as you walk by people, trust me, it's on. Now, if you really want to impress the room a little bit because you're at like a nice restaurant, put it behind your knees. As you walk by people and you're walking, you're kicking up dust. Yeah, they're going to get that waft. If you care about that, but you really should be focused on the person you want to date with. This last fragrance, I'm going to make this my last because we're getting up on the time. We're getting into an hour is kind of where I like to be. This fragrance is what really made me, when people were saying like rose ouds don't get compliments, and some would say, bro, I wouldn't wear oud on a first date. Maybe not all ouds, and I have a lot of ouds. I have God tier ouds, but this one right here is one that just works. Gives me the compliments. I don't think I talk about this enough. I have talked about it, and this is from House of Boadicea the Victorious, and this is Namir. Listen, man, the tiger oud in this, and they call it tiger oud because when you cut the wood, it has like stripes down it that resembles like tiger stripes. It's buttery smooth. That's how I would describe it. Buttery smooth. This is just a masterpiece from Christian Provenzano. My problem with Christian Provenzano is he'll work for other companies and he'll create the same fragrance. So he created Pearl Oud by Kilian. It smells just like this. He created another fragrance, and with Electimus, it smells just like this. Now, I've smelt those fragrances. I still prefer, and I can't really put my face, I still prefer Namir. But if you have those, just wear those. This told me that rose ouds, when it comes to compliments on men, is just supreme. So you get that hint of rose, but it's not dominant. So you get that buttery oud, I believe Turkish, Moroccan rose or something. There's some citric roses in here. I believe Turkish is in here. It might be Moroccan too, but basically like citrus roses. Roses are used to in fragrances to sometimes add some citrus undertones to it. That's why you also see citrus, and it has lemongrass in here. So the rose is very bright. This is one I'll wear year round, and it has the quad. There's a Middle Eastern quad, which is rose, oud, saffron, and musk. When you see those 4 notes in a really good that is the Middle Eastern quad right there. Saffron, adding that almost buttery leather suede-like feel with the oud, adding this sensual, almost clean, cloudy musk and a rose. Then you add other elements like the type of rose you're using with the lemongrass. All right, enough. Now with this power, 2 sprays. 2. A man wearing this, the masculinity in the woods. All right, I'm done there. I'm telling you, that thing cracks. What are we talking about? So that's your 3rd date. Now at your 3rd date, you're conversing. She's smelling you. You're dressed casually. You look good. She looking good. And then after the night, you take her home. You leave. She invites you in. Then you may or may not have a nightcap. Have your whole bag, gentlemen, in the car. Toothbrush and stuff, because, if you spend a night, you don't want your breath kind of, hot in the morning because you be snoring with your mouth open. You forgot your CPAP machine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, your breath's hot in the morning. You better have a toothbrush. You might want to, But then if you go home, trust me, if you don't even hit none that night, and that shouldn't be the goal anyway, you've imprinted on her mind, because I'm telling you, most men aren't doing the 3-course meal. They ain't doing the 3-course dating meal. They're not doing it. You've imprinted. You have set yourself different from everybody else. You wasn't boring. You went to the gym, had fun. Y'all pushed each other. From there, you did bowling or axe throwing. You had fun. Then from there, you had a good night with some adult drinks and some wine and some liquor, and y'all vibing and y'all talking about the fun y'all had that day, and you joking with her, man, you couldn't throw that axe. Like, y'all vibing. It is a vibe. Trust me, she's going to think about you tomorrow. She's going to call you. She might say, you going to the gym tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. You know I'm going to the gym, Shawty. What's up? You trying to go? Yeah, I'm definitely trying to go. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to lose this little bit of fat under there. Can you help me out? Yeah, I can help you. Yeah, I can do that. Boom, yo. What are we talking about here? This is easy work. This is a first date. Now, when you get her, and again, that's your girl, like, y'all in a relationship and you've worn this when y'all was intimate, then you pull out the gourmands. You pull out the Lyras and the Italicas and the Gourmand Conquins, rose chocolate. This is gorgeous. Now I don't have to babysit no more because they brought this back out in the new collection. So I can just spray away with this. I haven't smelt the new one and compared it to that one, but I'm sure even if they're different, they're not that far off. So I can go bananas now. But then when y'all have a relationship, then, you can wear those. But on a first date, me personally, I'm staying the hell away from most gourmands. I am. With that being said, to end it off, in closing, when it comes to first date fragrances and date fragrances in general, just because I look at the landscape of men complaining about women wasting their time, wasting your measly 30 Amazon dollars, you could have bought some Latafa with that money. Complaining about $20 dates. Fuck wrong with y'all? Bro, you don't need another Latafa, you cool. But use your discernment, man. Get to know them on the phone, see if you can vibe with them before you ever get to that point where you're spending money. That's discernment. Use it. Learn to vet people you're around. I hope you vet the men you're around. You don't get set up. Vet people you're around. Are you a thief? Like, what kind of person? What's your integrity like? What's your moral standards and guidelines? What kind of principles you stand on? Vet them over the phone. It ain't got to be an interview question. Just kind of vibe out what you do today, what you like. Have a conversation. Get to know people. You're not trying to impress her with these 3 dates. You're just trying to imprint a personality. Your fragrance should never compete with your personality. It should complement your personality. I'm going to say it again. Your fragrance should never compete with your personality. It should complement your personality. A date night fragrance should draw people in. It should be alluring, intoxicating, unique, wearable, and safe, and not overbearing. Those are the rules, bro. Those are the rules. Don't make dating complicated. It ain't that complicated. Have fun. Just use your discernment before you start going outside with these people. That's it. That is it. That is all. That is the Christmas show. What y'all got for me? If y'all got some questions, we're going to answer some questions, and then we're going to finish it up here. But again, man, I think stop with the 50 million sprays. It's truly unnecessary. It is unnecessary. I'm petty. A woman wearing 30 sprays or something burning my nostrils, I'll ghost you for that. I'll just go, nah, I'm good. This ain't gonna work. You annoy me. I'm a Sagittarius. Little things annoy me and turn me off, y'all. I'll be like, I don't like that. But that is it. Electimus version of Namir. I can't think of the name of it. I did a whole review of, let me put this question up. I did a whole review of Electimus. And I said whichever one it was. You just got to look at that review. I reviewed the entire house. So it is alive. So just take your time, get some drinks out and watch it. Let me go to another question. Thoughts on Arabian Oud, majestic, woody, intense. I have not smelt that, but I am going to make, as soon as this Christmas holiday nonsense traffic is done, I'm going to make my way up to Tyson's Corner, and I got Arabian Oud basically like 25 minutes down the street from my house. So I'll be giving that, I'll remind myself to give me that smell. But I don't have anything for you, bro, on that. What do I think? Hold on. What do I think about Ganymede on the first date? Ganymede works to me on the first date. I would have probably wore Ganymede on that second course meal because this has that Ganymede kind of feel to it, or Ganymede, whatever it is. I wouldn't have wore that to the gym, but the second, or you could have wore that at night. I mean, you kind of pick and choose. I kind of probably would have wore that in that middle date, but because I want to wear something dark at night. Again, this is wintertime. In the springtime, I would change this list up. I would do it different. In the summertime, I would definitely do it different. But I think Ganymede is a nice. Let me see. EQ, my God, Joel. Always appreciate seeing you here. Kajal Swally, what's your thought? Is that the one with the green bottle? If it's the one with the green bottle, I can't think of the name. That was a nice. It's very fruity. I don't own it. I think it's bottle worthy, but not bottle worthy for me because I got so much stuff and it was good. It just wasn't mind blowing. And I'm trying to conserve money. Yes, I'm a fragrance reviewer. I don't feel the need to buy everything. I don't. I'm very wise with my money, although I spend on expensive fragrances. I broke that down how I did that. No, Vic Sear, I believe my friend is Electimus version of Valiant, I believe. So no, it's not Vic Sear. Let me see. I can't lie. Find a woman wearing 30 sprays of a lot of fragrances, especially angel shares. Y'all, he said I'll marry her. Man, hey man, do what you do. Do what you do, Joe. Me, I am not. I'm like you doing way too much. It might be Celestial. I think somebody just posted. It might. I know Fragrantica has it. Look on Fragrantica because I don't agree with everything on Fragrantica, but Fragrantica has that one right. Pearl Oud, Namir, and I believe Celestial. All Christian Provenzano fragrances. It's the same damn fragrance. I almost want to interview one of those like Julian Raskinade, Christian Provenzano, Cecile Zarokian, because I want to ask them about, that whole working for other people and kind of doing the same fragrance. I'm going to ask hard questions. Sorry. They'll be respectful, but they'll be hard questions. Let me see. I love your commentary. Appreciate it. Let me see if any more questions, and then I'm gonna go in. EQ, I just ordered Over to Woman after I saw your reaction. Watch some other videos. I ordered Juicy Flowers because I appreciate. Thank you so much for supporting the content. Juicy Flowers is nice. Again, as always said, I prefer it on a woman more than I prefer it on me. But in the hot summertime and those florals, sometimes I'll rock it. But yeah, I prefer that on my lady. Valiant, yeah, somebody agreed. Baby Cat, I have Baby Cat and heard it was similar to. I haven't. Baby Cat, I know that was a big vanilla fragrance. I ain't been buying a lot of vanilla fragrances or gourmands anymore because I don't wear them. I wear ouds, leathers, tobaccos, chypres, and aquatics, citrus aquatics. I rarely reach. This is like a full bottle. I don't reach for gourmands like that. I don't. In the beginning, I was just kind of like learning and buying everything, but I don't walk out the house smelling like cookies and cream. I don't. That's nothing wrong. People do. I'm in chocolate. And there's a time and place for everything. Most of the time, that's if I'm with my lady again, and we have an established relationship, then I'll reach for that. Outside of that, I don't wear that stuff. Let me see. Emperor. Yeah, man, Emperor. What about Emperor? Yeah, I talked about Emperor. I think I talked about Emperor on. I think I brought up Emperor on one of the battles. I have it. Yeah, I have Emperor. Emperor is a good sandalwood fragrance. I like it. Would I wear it on a first date? No, probably not. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not. It's not going to give me the reaction I necessarily want on a first date because you only got one time to make a first impression. So I want that to be really good. I want it to be compliment getting. I want it to be. I mean, I already gave y'all the rules for what a first date fragrance is. Let me see. I'm gonna ask a couple more questions. Gourmands work for Latinas here in the West Coast. I don't know about you. Wow. Listen, gourmands work for a lot of people. I mean, it do. But I mean, I don't dictate how I move always based on what a woman wants. I'm a man. I'm gonna dictate how I move and you gonna like it or you ain't. No disrespect. I don't hope that doesn't sound like misogyny, but I don't do because they say. I don't really care. I don't want to walk out the house smelling like cookies and cream. I'm cool with that. If you do, cool. I'm not judging you. It's not. It used to be my thing, and then I kind of was like, I don't know why I'm doing this for. But I'm sure it'll work. What do you think about Spirit of Dubai Fakama? I've talked about Fakama. I've done it. I think it made one of my normal videos talking about what was the name of it? I think it was like my top rose fragrances, like top 5 rose fragrances. I think it made number 3. But I talked about it. Spirit, I have all this. It's only 3 fragrances I don't own from Spirit of Dubai. I don't own Dura because I'll never own that. That is powerful, but it's something about that oud and sea and like Indian animalic oud and sea that don't go well with my palate. I'm cool on that. So I'll never own that. That's the 2nd generation with the clam. I'm cool on that. I never want to own that. They have one called Rainier or something like that. And that's, as I look at the notes, that seemed like a ton of white florals. I'm not the biggest fan of white florals. If I catch it for like $160 something, I might pick it up because I own everything else from the house. So I might pick that up and wear it during spring because I'm more prone to like experimenting in the spring with those notes. But it just seems like something that's just not going to impress me. It's going to be okay. And then they dropped a new one this year that I'm hoping to have in, I don't know, in a month. I should own that. I'm just waiting on the right price. But I love the house. The house has a DNA. Yeah, the house has a DNA. Other than that, gentlemen and ladies who support the content, I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. And y'all already know that it's that time.
The cipher. EQ.
Y'all, it's Christmas time. Love your people.
EQ.
And we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Happy holidays, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate y'all coming out here. We gonna jam. And I'm sure that I'm ruining my algorithm and my monetization, but I don't even care.
EQ.
Peace, y'all. And on the next one, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about those New Year's Eve fragrances. I might do that on Wednesday. So we're gonna vibe. Y'all go love y'all loved ones. And remember, if you have any thoughts, I put that information out. I put my paper. Let me get that number out again because I think it's important. If you or anybody you know has any thoughts of depression or suicide, please hit the crisis hotline. You can dial 1-800-273-8255, or you can text 988 on your cell or 741741.
EQ.
Peace, everybody. Merry Christmas.